Every county, every lane, young dreams rise like summer rain. With steady hands and minds so free, we shape our skills, our destiny. We weld, we weave, we drive, we fly, we fix the earth, we reach the sky. A better world begins with me.
We do hereby take this opportunity to welcome you back to Frog Hill Show, a show that always endeavors to inform, share, and educate. Today we are going to highlight the guidelines on competency-based training, assessment, and certification for modularized curricula. Introduction. The implementation of modularized competency-based education and training CBET curricula in the TVET subsector marks a critical milestone in aligning technical and vocational training with the dynamic needs of the labor market. In line with the government's commitment to delivering industry-responsive and flexible training programs, the Ministry of Education, through a directive issued by the Cabinet Secretary on 22nd April 2025, instructed all TVET institutions to ensure that all trainee enrollments from May 2025 onwards are undertaken strictly under the modularized curricula. This directive reinforces the national goal of ensuring seamless progression, recognition of prior learning, and integration of work-based learning across qualification levels. These guidelines aim to provide a comprehensive framework for the assessment of trainees enrolled in modular curricula. The document outlines the requirements for continuous and summative assessments, the maintenance and verification of portfolio of evidence (POE), certification procedures, and roles of stakeholders to ensure standardized, credible, and competency-focused evaluation processes across all training institutions. Competency-based modular curriculum. Units of learning, while maintaining the sanctity and dictates of industry standards, have been grouped in modules in such a way that it allows for scaling of trainees in a more comprehensive way and scale-oriented, targeted way. It also streamlines rescaling, upscaling, and progression. All trainees pursuing a single qualification pack are therefore expected to commence training with the lowest module, Module 1, or Level 3, for those that start at Level 3, and progress to higher module only after satisfying the industry requirements of the lower module. 2.0 Continuous Assessment. 1. Practical assessments shall be administered for all core units of competency. 2. Common and core competencies may be integrated in practical assessment tools for the core units of competence. 3. Written assessment may be administered to trainees during continuous assessment for Level 5 and 6 courses. Each written assessment tool should have a minimum of 30 marks and be administered for a period not exceeding 1 hour. Continuous assessments for each unit of competence should be conducted in line with the occupational standards, assessment requirements, and performance criteria weighting. The continuous assessment for each unit of competence will be conducted within the trainee's training period. 4. There should be at least 3 continuous assessments at critical points of learning for each trainee in each unit of competency. 5. Continuous assessments shall be cumulative and test all performance criteria in a unit of competence as specified in occupation standards. 2.1 Maintenance of portfolio of evidence (POE). Trainers in each department shall guide their trainees on the maintenance of portfolio of evidence. Each trainee shall maintain their portfolio of evidence as guided by the trainers. The following evidence should be maintained to facilitate external verification of portfolio of evidence. 2.11 Training documents. The following training documents should be contained in the trainer's file. A. Occupation standards and modularized curricula. B. Modularized training schedules. C. Learning plans. D. Assessment timetables. E. Assessment reports. F. Trainee attendance register. 2.12. Assessment documents. The following assessment documents should be provided. A. Candidate tools. B. Assessor guides. C. Marked scripts. D. Practical checklists, observation, product, or oral. E. Mentoring tools. 2.13. Mark sheets. Mark sheets for each unit of competence that covers all continuous assessments administered to trainees shall be maintained by the trainers in their respective departments. These mark sheets should include marks for both written and practical assessment where applicable. 2.14. Audiovisual files or e-portfolio. Specifications of photos and video clips shall be as follows. A. The video shall be in MP4 format and of high definition quality, that is 1280 by 720 pixels or higher. B. The video clip shall not be less than 1 minute. C. Photographic images shall be in JPEG format and in high resolution. In the practical assessment, the video clips shall capture evidence at critical points of assessment as provided for in the assessment tool. 2.2. Uploading of marks in the TVET CDACC portal. The assessment center shall upload continuous assessment marks in the TVET CDACC portal within a period determined by the TVET CDACC. Marks uploaded in the portal shall be verifiable from the POE, failure to which cause requirements shall not have been met. 2.3. External verification of portfolio of evidence, POE. Review of POE for marks uploaded in the portal shall be conducted at specific periods prescribed by the Council. External verification of POE will involve industry practitioners, trainers, and Council officers. 2.4. Industry training. Trainees shall be expected to undergo industry training as prescribed in the curriculum for each course and level. Industrial liaison officer, ILO, shall work with industries to secure placements for their trainees to undertake industry training. Mentoring tools shall be maintained by the trainees and presented to verification officers during the external verification of POEs. 3.0. Summative assessment. 3.1. Level 3 and Level 4 courses. Level 3 and Level 4 courses shall be assessed practically. Assessment of basic and common competencies shall be integrated in the core units. Theoretical assessment shall be integrated into practical assessment and conducted orally. The weighting between the theoretical and the practical assessment shall be 10:90. The assessment shall be administered at critical points within the training period. The practical assessment tools shall be in project format and shall be split into 3 phases as follows. Phase 1, end of first month, week 4 to 5. Phase 2, end of second month, week 8 to 9. Phase 3, end of third month, week 12 to 13. 3.2. Level 5 and Level 6 courses. Level 5 and Level 6 courses may be assessed through written and practical assessment. During summative assessment, basic and common units may be integrated in the core units or assessed as discrete units. Theoretical and practical weighting for each unit of learning shall be as follows. 1. 10 to 94 units in modules aligned to Kenya National Qualification Framework, Level 3 and 4. 2. 30 to 74 units in modules aligned to Kenya National Qualifications Framework, Level 5. And 3. 40 to 60 for the units in modules aligned to Kenya National Qualifications Framework, Level 6. 3.3 Administration of Assessment Tools. 3.31 Practical Assessment. A. Dissemination of cutting lists. Cutting lists for the practical assessments shall be administered by the Council from the second week of training. The cutting lists shall be disseminated through an online repository link that will be shared by the Council. The cutting list may also be assessed through the TVET CDACC portal. Assessment centers shall procure required resources for the practical assessments before the fourth week of training. B. Access to practical assessment tools. The practical assessment tools shall be disseminated through an online repository link that will be shared by the Council. The practical assessment tools may also be accessed through the TVET CDACC portal. Practical assessment tools include candidates' tools and checklists or observation products. C. Conduct of practical assessment. The practical assessment shall be conducted in line with the guidelines on external verification of practical assessment. D. Uploading of moderated practical assessment marks. Moderated summative practical assessment marks shall be uploaded on the TVET CDACC portal for each candidate. E. Submission of practical assessment documents. The following practical assessment documents shall be submitted to the Council. 1. Original mark sheets, that is manual mark sheets per unit of competency, and manual mark sheet for all units of competence. Number 2. Original clearance forms duly signed by the external verifiers and stamped by the assessment center. 3. Stamped printouts of uploaded marks duly signed and stamped by the assessment center officer. The submission of practical assessment documents shall be in line with the Council's guidelines on submission of practical assessment documents. 3.32 Written Assessment. Written tools shall be administered in line with the TVET CDACC guidelines on administration of written assessment tools. 4.0 Certification. Certificates for candidates assessed by TVET CDACC shall be awarded by the Council. For a candidate to be issued with the Kenya National TVET certificate, the candidate must demonstrate competence in all the units of competency as given in the qualification level. A candidate will be issued with a certificate of competency upon demonstration of competence in a core unit of competency. Statement of attainment certificate may be awarded to candidates upon demonstration of competence in a certifiable element within a unit. This is the information from TVET CDACC, and Frokil Show is not speaking on behalf of TVET CDACC. Frokil Show is only relaying the information to the trainers and trainees as per the way it was presented from TVET CDACC Council. Thank you so much for viewing our channel. Continue subscribing and liking our videos. Comment and let us know what we can improve in future. And with Frokil Show, the sky can only be the limit. Thank you so much.